until
What?
until
There's been
tonight because I just looked up to see who was what and what was where, and I knew that. Well, I knew Golden State was winning, and that wasn't a problem. And then I did know that the Spurs did lose, but I didn't really know what I knew Cleveland didn't lose, but then actually Miami and Toronto are going to a game seven. So
oh
Miami won tonight. But I was looking at the interesting thing is so Golden State's playing Oklahoma City in the Western Conference Finals. Now yes, Golden State won last year and has won before, but Oklahoma City's never won. Cleveland hasn't won an NBA title, correct?
correct.
And Miami has, but if Toronto wins, Toronto hasn't. So you could potentially have the final four teams in the NBA, three out of the four being teams that have never won the
Never.
title before, which is super interesting because it's so anti NBA, and I would love it if it was that way and ended up that way. But let's stop talking about the NBA now.
Actually, well,
Oh, okay. So,
to go off that, I didn't realize that they were that 30 for 30 was doing um, one of the one of the cities that is very much championship starved, excuse me. And the 30 for 30 is called Believeland,
ooh,
and it's all about Cleveland and Cleveland sports teams and the pile of suck
they
that has happened to them over
that's
the course of the.
that's interesting because that's wow, that's a lot of bad stuff. 'Cause I can't think of anything good.
Yeah, because you
Everything
got
I think of is like epic failure. Like all the Bulls teams that just like
yeah.
took them out.
I mean,
All the Browns teams that were like right there.
and then
And I mean, what you have with what you everything? What you have with the Indians, which you like even the Cavaliers. Like, come
hmm
on, like even now, whatever you don't know yet. They haven't won yet.
yeah. So yeah, I think it airs on Sunday. So set your DVR.
Oh, I will check that out. I have to wait for it to come onto the application, the Watch ESPN
Oh yeah, yeah. You
application.
can see it on there.
So
Netflix may have it soon as well because
that
they're
they get
putting.
them very quickly, very
Yeah,
quickly.
I they take them off though too because I really want to show Megan the Roll Tide War Eagle one
All right, that's
because
but they rotate them.
yeah, so they and on demand does the same thing too. So I'm very frustrated that they don't have that one listed on demand, but they have a whole bunch of other ones, some good ones, but not just the ones that I really would like to see again because that that one is absolutely amazing. Just an absolutely amazing case study. It truly is.
Well, I should go back and watch it. I'll have to see when it's going to be on,
Yeah. Oh,
or if it's
so
on
good.
anything that I have right now.
And what's even better about it is that they end up taking clips from the sports radio,
Uh huh.
and it's kind of like, man, any random day, it could just be, a random day in April. Say I don't know, April, jeez, okay, April 23rd. Nothing's really going on in college football at that point in time. Maybe you're having a spring
Yeah.
game or whatever, but nothing really of any consequence is going on. Nothing's really going on otherwise. Okay, some double A games, whatever, Atlantic Coast League, whatever, Gulf
Yeah.
Coast League, baseball. But I mean, they could just get in a fight. Like they'll just get in a fight. Roll Tide War Eagle. I mean, that's just awesome. That's just absolutely awesome, and I love that. I really love that, and I don't know why. Just because maybe it's just because it's something so hereditary. I mean, I kind of feel like with both sides of town winning right now,
Yeah.
I would really like to see not necessarily amending offenses, but it just kind of some goodwill, kind of going back and forth. Like I was flipping stations this afternoon, and I know that Mark Rohde, who does the pre and post game show for the Cubs. Yeah, he was running down the scoreboard, or no, it was still during the game. Who's the color commentator for? Uh,
Pat Hughes.
uh, Not Pat Hughes, the other
Oh,
guy.
Ron Coomer.
Yeah, Ron Coomer. It would have been great. I figured, I'm like, you know what? It would have been kind of nice to hear, like, oh yeah, and our neighbors to the south are,
Yeah.
taking on the Yankees in Yankee Stadium, or just to kind of, I, I'm not necessarily, oh, I gotta hate the Cubs,
I hear ya.
and so it's kind of like, you know what? Hey, we're both winning. Let's have fun with this. Let's kind of enjoy it. Rising tide raises all ships. That sort of thing.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know. I just think I don't know. I guess I understand it, but it's so stupid. It's
Yeah.
so stupid. And but you know what it is and what they put on the radio, and just like, I mean, they take these callers where like the only thing the caller's saying is like the the obvious. You know what I mean? Like they're just, this is what I'm obviously going to say. I'm obviously going to say that, hey, Cubs fans, calm down. Everything's going to be okay. Like
Yeah.
that. People don't automatically assume that every single Cubs fan is like freaking out because they lost a doubleheader. People lose doubleheaders all the time. It's
Yeah.
actually not the best thing in the world that you want to do, but you lose a fucking doubleheader, dude. Oh, what about
Next
oh
game.
what about the previous, like, how many ever weeks of the season where it's like every single day you're like, okay,
Do you know when you should worry
this
about losing a
like,
doubleheader? Here's when. When it's game, if it's the 1950s
yeah,
and you're playing a postseason game, you're playing the AL Championship Series or NL Championship Series. Oh wait, no, they didn't exist then because there was only one league. It
yeah,
was just leagues and league. NL, AL, and okay, whatever. The '60s, when the '60s was when there were two. I think they expanded to the West. They did West and East. Okay, whatever. And they do a back to back on a Saturday. On a Saturday or Sunday, and it ends up being games 3 and 4. That's when you have to worry about losing a
yeah.
doubleheader.
Otherwise, you don't, like, it's not, and it was, it's still like, it's I mean, it's May. I know it's May, but it's still only May. I mean,
Yeah.
and you're, it's not like they're it's not like they're 10 under and you're like expecting to be where we actually are, and you're not. But like, the thing is that just because like one idiot says that, then some like, I feel like some idiot Sox fan is like, calm down guys, calm down, you don't know what you're doing. And it's like, we're not all like that, you know what I mean? And but at the same time, I know that all Sox fans aren't like the guy coming back and saying, calm down, calm down. Like, I don't know.
They're
I don't
not
know.
running onto the field of
I
punch.
kind of feel like Cubs fans aren't as stupid as Sox fans think they are, and
The same goes
I don't
both
know.
ways. Like the same can
I
go
don't know
both
this. I
ways.
don't know this. It could go either way. Like we just have our different ways of thinking. I think each other's stupid. I don't.
I think it's though a condition though. I mean, every time that the Cubs have been good, it's everyone's on. It's seemingly
Yeah.
the fan base is on pins and needles, waiting for
Well,
the balloon to
no, no,
burst.
I agree with you, and that was like, it's funny how you like, and this, God, I sound so, I feel stupid kind of saying this, but like, what you learn, you know what I mean, as you grow as a person, not even about growing older, just growing as a person, and like how you choose to like view things or think about things, and like having to do with this, because like if you grew up with this, like there's somebody in your life, I don't, you got, there's somebody in your life that is like, probably like, you know what, screw all those fucking Cubs fans. At least one, right? Because
Yes.
I got at least one that is like, no matter what, will not give the White Sox any freaking credit. There's always going to be that, but why it doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that way, I guess is what I'm saying. It sounds, but like it's not about the fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not about you. It's not about like they're like even and then even with TV and watching games, you're seeing people's faces and people being like quote playoff faces. You know what I mean? Like you don't like it's not about you. Like
Yeah.
like I'm sorry that they didn't win the day that you came, but that doesn't matter. It's not about you at all. It's about them. They're playing. You find
Right.
enjoyment in it. I get that. That's what you get out of. But what happens when you're there is not going to change if you're not. You have no control over anything. You're not
Yeah.
part of it. You're not. It's not you. It's 100% complete enjoyment.
Right.
That's it. I don't.
Here, here.
I mean, you enjoy baseball. You enjoy baseball to the point that you're like, hey, you know what? I work this job that pays me money. I'm going to take some of this money and I'm going to spend it to go watch baseball. But it's not about you. It's not about just because you spent money doesn't mean you're buying a win.
Right.
Like I feel like that there's a lot of I'm not gonna label any specific team, but I think there's a lot of sports fans
Hmm.
in professional, college, whatever that are like that just don't know how to separate
Reality.
themselves from like real like I know you want to and it's you're a part of like a fan base, and that's fine. I have no problem being part of a fan base and like supporting a team, cheering a team, or anything like that. But like literally, like said team loses, I can't lose any sleep over it. Like I can't. I don't think I can cry. Like
Right.
honestly, like at this point too, and it, growing up a Cubs fan, like thinking about it realistically, like it's sports. It has no bearing on me or my family whatsoever. Like if the Cubs win or if the Cubs lose the World Series or don't make the playoffs or make the playoffs, it does not change anything. So what am I going to do? Why should I be mad at, you know, a White Sox fan because, you know, I don't. It's fun though. It's absolutely fun. Like everybody should be happy. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. I mean, that's the way it is. It's,
It's a great time.
yes, it's a good time, and it helps too because the the basketball and hockey teams have have failed us. So we move on with
Yes.
basketball and we keep our fingers crossed for the Bears.
Yes. Anything else
Oh
been going on?
no, nothing at all. No, just I guess what Memorial Day is coming up, right?
Yeah, it is. Oh, looking forward to that.
That's about it. Yeah, just enjoying the baseball season, enjoying watching games, listening to games, all sorts of stuff like that. Weather's getting nicer, so
Life is good.
yes, yes, wonderful, 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 wonderful. Nice talking to you.
Absolutely. Thanks for hopping on, Mike.
Well,
Really appreciate it.
have a great evening, and
Thank
we'll
you. You
talk to you
too.
another time.
Absolutely.
All right.